Hello students, today we are starting chapter number 17, data handling. First we will discuss the basic terms related to this chapter and then we will start exercise. So first term is data. Data means the collection of all the numerical information. For example, I have taken here test marks of 10 students. So these marks are in the form of numerical. So these marks will called as the data. Next thing we have observation or variate. Each numerical entry we will call as observation. I have here 10 observation, 10 students marks. Next thing is frequency. Frequency means the number of time a particular observation occur. For example, if 5, so I will check here 5 is coming how many times. So 1, 2, 3 times it is coming. It means the frequency of 5 is 3. Next term is raw data. Data collected in the original form. This we will call as the raw data, and if this data I will arrange in ascending or descending order, then it will be called as arrayed data. And then range of the data. Range of the data means the difference between highest and the lowest observation. So here you can see the highest is 10 and the lowest observation is 1. Numerically if we see, 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest observation. So 10 minus 1 is equal to 9, which is the range for this data. Next we have representation of data. So this data we can represent in many form. First common form is tabular form. We can represent our data in the form of table, and second form is graphical form, or the same data we can represent in the form of graph. Graph also we have many type. First is bar graph or double bar graph, histogram, line graph or pie graph. All these type of graphs we have. In first exercise we will discuss about the bar graph and double bar graph. Now we will start exercise 17.1. First question, the number of rooms in 25 houses of a locality is given. First we have to arrange the above data in ascending order, then find the range of data, construct frequency table for this, find the number of houses which have 4 or more than 4 rooms, and then fifth one, draw bar graph to represent the above data. So first part we will do, first we will arrange this data in ascending order. Ascending order means small to big. So smallest number from this data is 1. 1 is 1, 2 and 3 times. After that we have to arrange to 1, 2, 3 and 4 times 2 is there. Then next number 3 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. After 3 we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times. Then 5, 1, 2 and 3 times. And after 5, 6 we have 2 times. So this is our arranged data in ascending order. Second part we have to find out the range of data. So range means the difference between highest and the lowest observation. Highest is 6 and lowest is 1. So 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. Third part we have to represent this data through table. So for that first we will draw table. First column will come number of rooms. Second column we will write tally mark. This is not compulsory. If it is mentioned in question then you can do, otherwise you can leave. And third column we will write the frequency or the number of houses. We can write it as frequency. So first the number of rooms, one room is there in 3 houses. One was repeated 3 times. Then 2 rooms in 4 houses. 3 rooms was there in 8 houses. 4 rooms was there in 5 houses. Then 5 rooms was there in 3 houses and 6 rooms was there in 2 houses. Now how to represent this with tally mark? 3. To represent 3 we will mark 1, 2, 3. See, 1 we will represent with 1 line, 2 we will represent with 2 standing line, 3 with 3 lines, 4 with 4 line, and 5 with after 4 line 1 cross line. 6, then first represent the 5 and then 1 6, like this we have to represent. So 4 means 4 line, 1 2 3 4. 8 means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Then 5, 1 2 3 4 5 3 1 2 3 and 2 1 2. This is the frequency distribution of the given data. Next is fourth part, number of houses which have 4 or more than 4 rooms. So first we will see the 4 rooms, how many houses are having? 5 houses. Then more than condition, 5 rooms are having 3 houses and 6 rooms are having 2 houses. So total 5 plus 3 8 and 8 plus 2 10 houses are having 4 or more than 4 rooms. Next, fifth part, we have to represent the given data in the form of bar graph. So for that, first you have to draw 2 lines. One is horizontal line which we will call as x-axis, another vertical line which we will call as y-axis, and on this line you have to divide equally. Better you do these questions in graph sheet, then it will be easy. Otherwise on plain sheet like this you have to divide it equally. Now we have the number of houses and the number of rooms. So one we will represent on the horizontal line, another one we will represent on the vertical line. So this horizontal line I am representing number of rooms, and here I am representing number of houses. So this vertically I will take one block is equal to one house. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This gap should be equal. Here to here I have taken 1. So then next step also 1. Same gap I have to take. And scale you can mention right side. 1 unit is equal to, I have taken here 1 house. Now we have to represent first number of houses here and number of rooms. So first we will see one room is having how many houses? 3 houses are there. So first one room I will represent. So I will leave this much gap. One room is having 3 houses. So I will go till 3 and from here you can join. Above this you can write 3 houses are having 1 room. Next, leave the gap, 1 gap, and after that 2 rooms. 2 rooms are having 4 houses. So we'll go now till 4. Then next 3 rooms are having 8 houses. Then 4 rooms are having 5 houses. Then 5 rooms, 3 houses. And then we have to extend it. Then last 6 rooms are having 2 houses. This is for 2 rooms, 3 rooms, 4 rooms, 5 rooms and 6 rooms. Here it is 3 and this is 2. You can color your graph, you can shade your graph like this. You have to represent. This is the bar graph representation for this data. Next question number 2. In the adjoining bar graph, shown the number of books sold by a bookseller during 5 consecutive years. Read the bar graph and answer the following question. About how many books were sold in 2008, 2009 and 2011. Second part, in which year about 475 books and 225 books sold out. So this graph is given here. We have to read this graph and give the answer. So first, about how many books were sold in 2008. So 2008 we have to check like this, because they have not given here properly. So average we can write here, it is coming around 140. So in 2008 140 books, then in 2009 around it is coming more than 350, around 360 books, and in 2011 it is coming around more than 150 and less than 200. So you can write 170 or 180, no problem, 180 books. Second part, in which year about 475 books sold out. So 475 books, in which year we have to see here. So highest one is this one only, this is only going around nearby 500. So in 2012. In this only second, in which year 225 books sold out. So 225 books more than 200, it is coming for 210. So 225 books sold out in 2010. Next question number 3, 200 students of 6th and 7th class asked to name their favorite color so as to decide upon what should be the color of their school building. The results are shown in the table, and this result we have to represent in the form of bar graph, and we have to answer these questions with the help of this graph. Which is the most preferred color, which is the least preferred color, and how many colors are there in all and what are they. So first we will represent this data in bar graph. For that we have to draw one line, one horizontal and one vertical line. On horizontal line we are representing the color, and on vertical line we are representing number of students. So we have here maximum student, if you see in table, it is equal to 55. So till 60 or 70 it is enough to take here this side. And scale I have taken 1 unit is equal to 10 students. You can take 1 unit equal to 5 student also. Then you have to follow the 5 table, 5, 10, 15, 20 like this. I have taken first unit equal to 10, it means I have to follow the 10 table, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like this. First we will represent first color red, 43 is there, number of student. So first leave first space and represent 43. After 40 you have to take nearly 3. So on graph sheet you can represent it properly, on plain sheet it will come average only. So 43, this is for red color. Second color we have green, 19. So leave one block and then draw for 19. 19 will come little below than 20. This is for green color. Next we have blue color, 55. So 55 will come between 50 and 60. You can take midpoint of 50 and 60. Somewhere it will come here. Then next we have yellow color, 49. 49 less than 50. And then we have orange, 34. So 34 will come more than 30 and less than 40. You can represent your graph with color also, it is your wish, not compulsory. Now we have to answer the question with the help of this graph. First question is, which is the most preferred color? So from the graph you can see this bar is the maximum height. This bar is having maximum height. It means blue color is the most preferred color. Next, which is the least preferred color? So from this bar you can see this green color is the least preferred color. And third question we have, how many total colors are there? Total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, and what are they? They are red, green, blue, yellow and orange. Next question number 4. Sale of English and Hindi books in 4 consecutive years is given below. Draw a double bar graph to represent the above data, and we have to answer this question. In which year was the difference in the sale of 2 language books list, and can you say that the demand of English books rose faster? Justify your answer. So double graph means in one graph only we have to represent both. First we will represent for English and then we will represent for Hindi. So first work we have to draw 2 lines, one vertical line and one horizontal line. On horizontal line we have taken years and on vertical line we have taken number of books. 1 unit 1 centimeter I have taken equal to 100 books. Scale you can take different also, no problem for that. With red color I will represent English books and with green color Hindi books. So first in 2008 year I will represent English book. It's 350. So 350 means 3.5 centimeter. Then Hindi books 500 means 5 centimeter. So another graph I will draw just nearby this. I will not leave the space because these two graphs are for same year. This is for English and this is for Hindi. This is for 2008. Now leave the gap and then represent for 2009. First for English it is 400 means 4 centimeter. And then for Hindi 525 means 5.25. Again leave one block empty, then represent for 2010. This is for 2009. 2010 for English it is 450 means 4.5. Then for Hindi 600 means 6 centimeter. Again leave one block and then represent for 2011. First English 620 means after 6 2 more gap. And then for Hindi it is 650 means 6.5. Now you can color these bars. Now after coloring you can see your graph will look like this. Then we have to answer these questions. First one, in which year was the difference in the sale of 2 language book is least? So you can see here difference, this is the difference between, and here you will observe this is the minimum difference. So in 2011 difference is the minimum. Second question, can you say that the demand of English books rose faster? Justify your answer. Yes, we can say because you can see English books slowly this is increasing. So yes, the demand of English book is increasing and we have to justify our answer. For that we can take how much it is increasing. Increase in English book, starting it was 350 books and at finally in 2011 it is 620. So 620 minus 350, it is nearly 170 books. And for Hindi, starting it was 500 and last year it was 650. So 650 minus 500, it is 150. So demand of English book is increasing more. Next question number 5. Consider the following data collected from a survey of a colony. Here they have given favorite sports, cricket, basketball, swimming, hockey and athletes, and the number of person they have given who like to watch and who like to participate. We have to draw here a double bar graph for this data and then we have to answer these questions. So to draw the bar graph, first we have to draw 2 lines, one vertical and one horizontal. On horizontal line we are representing sports and on vertical line we are representing number of person. So here I have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 200 person. You can take 1 centimeter equal to 50% also or 100% also. If you are taking 100%, then it will take more space, and 50 means it will take more than that space. So it depend on the space, how much space you have, you can take the scale here. With the blue color, the watching we are representing, and with yellow color, participating person we are representing. So first for cricket we will represent, here also divide it equally. First cricket watching are 1240, so 1240 will come nearby here, more than 6 centimeter. Then participating 620, then leave one gap, represent for basketball 470. So 470 will come between 400 and 500, somewhere here it will come. Then participating 320, again leave one more gap and then represent for swimming 510, between 400 and 600, 510 will come. Then participating for swimming is 320. First we have represented 320 here, so same height it will come. Then again leave one block, hockey 430, above 400 it will come. And participating 250, around here it will come. Leave one more space and represent for athletic 250, and 110. You can write here, this is the representation of cricket, this is basketball, swimming, hockey, and athletes. Now we have to color this graph. After coloring, graph will look like this. Now we have to answer the question, which sport is most popular. So you can see here which is the most popular. Cricket is the most popular sport here. Second, which is more preferred, watching or participating. So watching graph is this blue color. You can see everywhere it is higher. So watching is more preferred than participating. So this exercise has completed. Hope you understood these questions. Thank you for watching this video.